Now, Rahul Gandhi has raked up the China issue once again in Ladakh. Rahul has said Prime Minister Narendra Modi's claim that no land has been ceded to China is false. He said locals are concerned about the land which has been grabbed by China. Rahul Gandhi, who is currently in Ladakh, is now asking questions of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He said locals regret the loss of grazing land in Ladakh. Those visuals that you see on your screens are of Rahul Gandhi, who's in Ladakh. He's been travelling on a bike with his entourage in Leh. And now he says that a lot of land, in fact, has been ceded to China, and the claim that Prime Minister has been making that no land has been ceded is false. Listen into what Rahul Gandhi has to say from Ladakh.
यहाँ पे तो सब लोग कह रहे हैं कि चाइना की सेना घुसी है और इनकी जो पहले जो ग्रेजिंग लैंड होती थी वो ले गए हैं, वहाँ ये जा नहीं सकते हैं। तो यहाँ तो क्लियरली सब लोग कह रहे हैं। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा 1 इंच ज़मीन नहीं गई, मगर वो सच नहीं है। तो ये तो यहाँ आप किसी से भी पूछ लीजिए, वो आपको बता देंगे। ड्यूरिंग भारत जोड़ो यात्रा आई वाज सपोज्ड टू कम टू लद्दाख, बट फॉर सम लॉजिस्टिकल रीजंस वी कुडंट कम। So I thought, let me come and do a slightly more detailed tour of Ladakh. That's why I came to Pangong. We're going to Nubra, Kargil. Over here, the concern is, of course, the land that has been taken away by China. And people here have been affected by it in a big way because their grazing lands have been taken away. And also lack of connectivity here, cellular connectivity. So.
In fact, Rahul Gandhi has tweeted about images that were taken by his father, Rajiv Gandhi, and he said that he is looking at Ladakh from the eyes of his father. Old pictures taken by his father have now been posted by Rahul Gandhi on X platform, formerly called Twitter. Those images that you see are from almost a couple of hours ago. A huge portrait of Rajiv Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi lighting a lamp in front of it and now saying that land has been grabbed by China, also making a claim that if you go and speak with the locals there, they'll tell you that grazing land has been lost to China. My colleague Ashraf Wani is now joining me from Ladakh on the story. Ashraf, very clearly, Rahul Gandhi is using, his visit to Ladakh and saying that, in fact, the claim that Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party have been making over the past many years, that they have not ceded any land to China, is false. Rahul Gandhi also saying one can come here and speak with the locals and they will tell the reality on ground.
Absolutely, Aishwarya. Basically, we have seen during last 3 years, since 2020, after the Galwan incident, Rahul Gandhi is attacking the government on this front day after day, and today being in the Leh Ladakh itself, not only in Leh Ladakh, but near the line of control, because he was staying for the night at the Pangong Lake, which is a part of the line of actual control with the China. He interacted with a lot of people in the Leh, Ladakh and other villages on way to Pangong Lake. And these are the inputs which he is sharing with his social media platforms. Actually, if we recall 2 years back when Galwan incident happened, then after there was a lot of controversy, and on one side the Rahul Gandhi and the Congress was attacking the government that they are very soft on the China, and on other side the government was saying that nothing has been taken by the China in the NDA government, particularly in the Modi era. But the locals always in the Ladakh region are complaining that they are not being allowed to graze their livestock in those pastures which were used by them earlier for pasturing, for grazing their livestock in the areas near line of actual control. So it is a big attack on the government, particularly on the Prime Minister, that settled the land of the Ladakh has been illegally taken by the China. But on other side, there is a negotiation already going on. It is now 29th round of talks between the Chinese army, PLA, and the Indian Army on the LAC in Chishul, where they are discussing this matter. And that is the line which has been so far taken by the government, that we are trying to resolve all border disputes with China, particularly on the LAC in Ladakh with the negotiations. But one thing is clear, that the China is not coming soft in these talks. They are rigid. They are not trying to make some kind of a de-escalation from the friction points on the line of actual control. So it was a day when Rahul Gandhi, not only it is the third day of his visit, he extended it one day. It was said that he will be visiting for 2 days. Now he has also tried to give a message from the line of actual control at Pangong Lake, where on the birth anniversary of his father and late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, he is offering also puja. Probably those pictures will come. Our team is with the Rahul Gandhi, but one issue what we are facing there is the internet shutdown. There is not a kind of a facility particularly we are getting, but that is the main problem in the areas near the line of actual control. What Rahul Gandhi also mentioned it in his speech, that the internet connectivity is not available on the areas on the line of actual control from our side, but on the other side of the China there is 5G. In fact, every mobile phone in that area gets those signals of the China. So on the infrastructure front, the government of India has tried a lot to make it some way better, but to make it equal to Chinese side, it may take time.
Right, Ashraf, you are speaking about the fact that Rahul Gandhi now speaking and taking pot shots at the government and Prime Minister Narendra Modi from Ladakh. In fact, the China link is something, that we have seen back and forth between the BJP and Rahul Gandhi. In fact, in the last session of the parliament, it was the Bharatiya Janata Party which spoke about the fact that there is a link between Congress party, the Gandhi family and China. They also spoke about NewsClick and how money was being routed through China to NewsClick. So China, obviously, a big issue. And even today, the statement that Rahul Gandhi has made, that land has been ceded to China, contrary to the claims made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, seems like this definitely will become a new bone of contention between the Congress party and the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Yes, that is the because as we all know that the 2024 elections are now very close and clear. So the opposition parties, which is being led by the Congress itself, and particularly by the Rahul Gandhi after the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and they are trying to make kind of attacks on the government, because we have seen in the history between India and China relations, the Galwan incident was one of the incidents where first time after 62 war there were casualties reported on the LAC. That thing got some kind of a softness, but one thing is on what the government of India is talking with the Chinese is that there are some friction points. There is misconception between the two countries. The perception by the Indian side is something different, and what Chinese say on the LAC, particularly in the Ladakh region, is something different. It is the long border between India and China on LAC in Ladakh region. So to keep it fence or to keep it some kind of a boundary on that line of actual control is not possible, and it is a area where in the winter months temperature dips down to minus 50 degrees. But despite that, the presence of the army has been increased by the current government, by the NDA government, and first time we are seeing that so much build up by the Indian side, not only by the men, but in fact also by the machinery and the weaponry has been placed there around the clock. So that has put some kind of a pressure on China. That is a reality. But the thing where the government also alleges about the funding by the Chinese government to the Congress government and UPA government, that was a phase of relations. What we say, the current relation after the 2020, that kind of relation between India and China has really changed, because there is some kind of a tension on the line of actual control. What not only is the visible in the Ladakh, but also we have seen earlier in
Stay on with me. Former Deputy Chief Minister Kavendra Gupta is now joining me on the broadcast. Mr. Gupta, very clearly, Rahul Gandhi now pointing fingers, blaming Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party for making a false claim. Rahul Gandhi on camera saying that people can come here and speak with the locals and they will say that land has been ceded to China.
राहुल गांधी को मैं ये कहता हूँ कि आप घूमने गए हो, घूमते रहो। 1962 में नेहरू ने जो एक लद्दाख का हिस्सा पाकिस्तान को चाइना को दे दिया था, वो आज भी लोगों को नहीं भूलता। पहले इनसे पूछे चारागाह क्या होती है, क्या इनको पता है? ये आज जो कश्मीर में घूम रहे हैं, ये इसीलिए घूम रहे हैं कि वहां पर शांति व्यवस्था बनी है, और इस शांति व्यवस्था के कारण ही इनको आज देश जानता है और देश को गुमराह करते हैं कि इतने जवानों ने वहां शहादत दी है और किस प्रकार से चाइना के जवानों को मार मार के भगाया है, ये सब जानते हैं। लेकिन लोगों को गलत गाइड करना, आप घूमने गए हो, घूमने की बात करो, ना कि आपको ये पॉलिटिकल बातें अच्छी नहीं लगती।
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. Kavendra Gupta there, a former Deputy Chief Minister, saying that the fact that Rahul Gandhi has gone there as a tourist, he should just stay there as a tourist and not make these kind of political comments.